Just that we had a lot of guys contribute. We weren't perfect. You know, we demonstrated we're not a perfect team, but guys hung in, and we needed 3 guys at the center position. We needed 2 guys at every other position, and we had Morrow playing tonight at 2, so we had 3 guys playing the 2 spot, and it was all when the game mattered. So, it's good. It's good to finish strong. I think if you look back at the last, 42, 43, 44 games, I mean, there's a trend where, we were doing good things, and we got up against it in December, and, with the slow start and all that, but now it's to work in the summer to get our younger guys better and to get the team better.
You talked about last impressions being important. What do you take away from Darren's game tonight?
Oh, he was terrific tonight. Absolutely. I thought he was. We had some guys play well, but I thought he was our most consistent and most dynamic guy out there. So he did a really good job for us. And again, we had a lot of other guys that may not have great lines, but during the course of the game did some timely good things that helped us win. So it's good to win the last game. It gets everybody feeling, I think, a little bit better about things, but we got a lot of work to do.
You weren't ready to say if it was a success or a failure before the game, but finally back from 10 games below 500, the team finished at 500 now. How do you run that all up?
Well, I expected us to battle back, and I expected us to get back to, and I thought we would get above 500. It didn't happen. But, we never lost our spirit. We never lost our belief and our effort. So, those are all good things. But, I'm not going to try to blow sunshine up your butt and just tell you that, we're happy to be 500, because that's not how things go here. And I understand that, and you guys understand that too. So, we do have some positives to take from this. I mean, our veteran guys, this year, by the time Dirk really got his rhythm and his conditioning back, he was the player that he's been. Marion and Carter were terrific all year long. I mean, if you look at Marion's run the last 5 or 6 games, I mean, it's all-star numbers. They aren't just good numbers; they're all-star numbers. And tonight, Elton was a key guy. I mean, we needed another big body, because Kamen had a few struggles out there, and Kamen's back was a little sore coming into the game, so he wasn't really feeling 100%, but he wanted to play, and so we needed everybody, and so we won, and it's better than losing.
Coach, another sellout night. What have these fans meant to you this entire season long, and any insight on what they can look forward to in the upcoming season? Well, the fans have been great. I mean, it's just it's one of the most loyal towns I've seen in my years in the league. This is my 29th, so I've been with a few different franchises, and we got to repay the loyalty, by getting the team better this summer. And I know that, Mark and Donnie know that, and there's a lot of work to be done. It's going to take creativity. It's going to take being opportunistic, and we're going to have to do our homework on a lot of things.
Anything else?
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
Freddie Kane at the Freddie Kane Show. Now, looking
I
back...
like that show.
I appreciate that. Now, looking back at the season...
It's Freddie Kane.
Looking back at the season, did you really miss Jay Kidd and Jason Terry? You think the leadership that they brought, did you really miss them this year in terms of not getting to the playoffs?
Yeah, for sure. Brilliant insight.
Well, I mean,
I know that your show is really dig deep and meet the tough issues and everything.
I say that because everything fell on Dirk's shoulders this year. Seemed like the season was done because he was hurt at the beginning.
Well, look, the burden of the season, really is it's on all of us. And, you know, I take, you know, a lot of responsibility for what happens on the court because, you know, that's my job. And, you know, Mark's proactive to be accountable for things. And he's the ultimate owner because when things go great, you know, he stays in the background and talks about what a great job everybody's doing. And when things go like they did this year, you know, he steps up and says, hey, you know, this one's on me. And so, you know, from at the top, that's the kind of ownership, you know, any head coach dreams of having. And so now, you know, we're in this position where we've got a lot of work to do. And I look forward to it. You know, I'm very disappointed that, you know, there are no more games. I mean, today, game days are days when I do a lot of prep work for the next game, and today was odd because there was no next game, you know. So that was weird, but, you know, we're going to find a lot of things to do to put ourselves in the right position. And